we've got a big announcement.
Absolutely.
Coming up soon. And are we available to get to that announcement right now? I believe
not yet. We've got we need a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, with the big announcement, we'll lead up to what we're going to do for the big announcement.
All right.
So what we have going on is August 29th is 2 days before the East Carolina football season. Clip Rock, are you aware of that?
I am aware. I've been keeping an eye on the David Price construction countdown to kickoff.
It seems like many moons away, but it's really, really close. And on that Thursday night, August the 29th, we're going to have the annual Pirate Radio football kickoff party. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be at the State Theater. And we are super excited that we're going to have a lot of new things at the party this year. And we are going to connect in just a second with a special guest that is going to be our featured guest at the party this year. And I think most folks are going to be really excited to hear this news.
Okay, and we will get to that when we are ready to get to that.
Yeah, so the Pirate Radio Party's been a big hit the last few years since we've brought it back post-COVID at the State Theater. We've had, capacity crowds down there, and we're expecting big things this year. Last year was a little unusual. I think out of all the years we've done the Pirate Radio Party, East Carolina has been the home team that Saturday. Of course, the Pirates opened on the road at Michigan last year, but this year the Pirates will be at home, kind of kicking off that big football weekend on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we will kick off that weekend with the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, go right into Freeboot, and then tailgate Saturday as East Carolina takes on the Norfolk State Spartans on that Saturday.
I always like to look ahead to see what Thursday night games will be on while we're at the football kickoff party, Ellerby. And a lot of games, but not a lot of great ones. I think the headliner would be North Carolina and Minnesota. So looking ahead to Thursday, August 29th. And I believe we have our special guest joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. He is a former Pirate wide receiver with the Minnesota Vikings as well. And you may have seen him on American Idol. Blake Proehl joining us on the program. Blake, how you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for having us. Thanks for having me.
Blake, we're super excited to have you as our special guest at the Pirate Radio football party. First of all, congratulations on your big run on American Idol.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. I can't wait for August 29th. I'm excited.
So Blake, football and music, you've done both at a high level, and what's it like for you? Do more people recognize you these days as a football player? I got to imagine after American Idol and everything else you've done in music, are you Blake Proehl, the music star now?
Looks like right. Let's try to connect with Blake.
We were trying something new today, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Big Dog got us hooked up with some Skype action.
Yeah,
which
we'll try to connect.
Blake was our guinea pig. And hey, when it worked, it looked cool. Yeah. We might have to go old school now with the phone line, but this is something we will get going here on Pirate Radio Live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good effort, Big Dog.
But exciting news: Blake Proehl will be our special guest. He's going to be at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party coming up on Thursday, August the 29th. It's going to be a really cool night at the State Theater. I know I've talked to Blake earlier this week, and he is excited about not only just coming back to Greenville for the first time in a long time clip, but also sharing some of his music talents with us on that Thursday night as Blake's going to perform with the band, which we'll have an announcement on that coming up later this week of who the band's going to be. But certainly excited for Blake, for you to be in Greenville, and can't wait to have you back here on Thursday the 29th.
I believe Blake's back with us. Blake, you with us again?
I'm here. All
right.
We're back.
Yeah. Before you cut off, I was asking, if you walk around here in Greenville, you're still known as a football star. I guess nationally now with your American Idol appearance and everything you've got going on, are you more known as Blake Proehl, the musician, these days?
I would say that most people know me as a singer, except for the town of Greenville. So I'm excited to kick a new chapter off in the town of Greenville. I'm excited.
Blake, American Idol, such a big show. You made such a big splash, impressed the heck out of Katy Perry. What was that overall experience like, that being on television, being on the spotlight, showcasing these new talents you have?
Oh man, it was honestly it was the biggest blessing. It was a crazy experience. Never in a million years would I thought I would be on the show American Idol, and let's just say it felt like an out-of-body experience. But God opened that door, and I ran full head of steam through it, and it was it kind of catapulted my music career in a good way. And yeah, I'm just really thankful for the whole experience.
I know you wanted to obviously make it further on the show, but what did you take away the most from your experience with American Idol?
I would say the experience with American Idol kind of just set the foundation for me as a musician. Like my whole life, football was my dream. Really everything, my family, everything was just football. Football ran through our blood, and I, found music in such a weird place just a couple years ago. So I didn't really know, there's questions like, am I good enough? Should I be doing this? And I think that kind of set it in stone, like, hey, you are not only good enough, but you're great at this, and this is something you should, like, really, put everything, dig your heels in the ground for. And so, yeah, I would say it just kind of confirmed my, this new dream, this new passion that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Holden Ahlers has talked about it, sharing a locker room with you, and I think if I'm right, Blake, he said that he remembers you singing, but also remembers maybe you didn't have the full confidence then or something like that, and it kind of sounds like you've kind of reached that confidence level now that you've been on American Idol, now that you've had success really through social media and things like that. So did it take a while for you to get comfortable as a singer the way you were comfortable out catching 6, 7, 8 balls a game on the football field?
Yeah, I would say it's hard not to gain some confidence when Katy Perry runs up to you and asks you for an autograph. So that was a pretty special moment. But yeah, I would say, especially at ECU, like I would just sing around the locker room, but I wasn't actually ever like planning on becoming a singer. I was just doing that, for fun, to be funny around the locker room, around the guys. But I didn't start actually singing until I got hurt in Minnesota my rookie year. And yeah, like I said before, I didn't have any confidence with it. It was more of a joke, honestly. It was kind of passing time with me being in like a wheelchair for so long for my knee injury. It was like, how can I make this day go faster so I can get ready to play again? And that was it. And then it became serious through, some viral videos, and then obviously now American Idol. So yeah, I would say I found my confidence from the whole experience.
Blake, what is your status right now with football and with the Vikings? Are you still pursuing that career, or is it all 100% in on music these days?
Dude, I've been getting that question a little bit. I'm full head of steam music, man. I kind of walked away from that. Was kind of me stepping away from football. It was me auditioning for American Idol back in November, and dedicated this whole year to the show. So, yeah, dude, it's football is in the rearview mirror, sadly, but also I'm just like, this passion for music has really taken over everything I do. So it was a tough goodbye, but a really fun beginning. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that's the next question. What is the current status of Blake Proehl? I mean, we're excited that you're going to be making an appearance back in Greenville. We're going to have you at the Pirate Radio Party. You're going to perform with the band that night. But where are you music-wise with your talents and your skills?
Yeah, man. Honestly, it's my first. We're planning. I got obviously management now and all this crazy stuff, behind the scenes stuff, but. Label meetings, negotiating contracts, and just trying to get ready to start to release music on a more consistent basis and really kind of head for it. But the biggest thing I would say is my first headline tour, which will be in the fall. So just releasing music and going on tour, classic musician career. So that's what I'm headed for here.
Do you have any more obligations to American Idol, or are you? What's the association there? No. There's, we did, when you made it to the top 24, you signed contracts, but you can release music still during the contract. So honestly, nothing really binds you up. It's just, it used to be pretty strict, but now that it's a whole new show after COVID and stuff, it's kind of new label running behind it and all that stuff. So no, I'm full head of steam. How are you spending your days? Are you writing your own music and then putting it together, performing it?
So I actually, so I travel a lot these days. Minneapolis, just because my producer's there, and also LA is where I write a lot with producers and songwriters. Where they set me on, management sets me up in sessions to be able to write songs and get in with really creative people and collaborate. So I'm just traveling a lot. I'm on the road a lot and kind of living out of a suitcase momentarily. But my home base is Charlotte, so.
Blake Proehl joining us. He will be at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. And Blake, interested to see where this journey takes you. It's going to take you to some big places, and you'll be alongside some big names. And on that note, if you could do a collab with any artist, who are 2, 3, 4 that kind of jump off the page at you, you'd like to collab with one day?
Ooh, that right there is a great question. I would say I would love to do a collab. So I'm a pop artist, but I have a little country twang in me, hence going to ECU, a little small town and living in North Carolina. I would love to do a collab with a country artist like Morgan Wallen or like Luke Combs, but also would love to do a collab with like, a classic rap or pop artist like Justin Bieber or Kid Laroi. Even a female artist like Tori Kelly was my mentor on American Idol for the Hawaii live shows, and she was awesome, and that would be a full circle moment. So honestly, dude, there's endless opportunities. So hopefully one day we'll get a cool collab going.
You had you mentioned the interaction you had with Katy Perry, where she asked you for the autograph. Of course, Ryan Seacrest is the host. How much time off camera were you interacting with the judges and the host of American Idol?
I would say not too much time. They're huge pop stars with crazy schedules, so they fly in just for the episodes and stuff. But we've had a few moments, off stage behind the scenes that were pretty cool and intimate. Ryan Seacrest is a dog. That's my guy. I probably spend the most time with him off camera than like the judges, but I have spent some time with Katie, Luke, and Lionel. But like I said, they're super busy, so you don't like really get time to just sit there and like relax. It's all pre-planned and set up, even if it's off camera. So.
Blake, how did you get on American Idol? Who pushed you to try out, or what was the process that got you to the television show?
No, that's a good question, man. So when I first started singing and it was going viral on socials, it kind of created a buzz, and I started getting reached out to by all the shows: The Voice, America's Got Talent, American Idol, and I was like, I remember telling myself like, I'm ignoring these messages because never in my life will I ever audition for a singing show. One, I don't know if I'm good enough. Two, like, I just don't think I could ever do that in that high pressure of a situation, especially with something I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't have any background. And so I told my managers that. I said, don't reach back out. And there was one show, American Idol, that was super persistent. And after I got released from the Vikings this past fall, I was sitting there and I was talking to my agent, and I was like, I might go for it. Like, even though I was scared and I was afraid that, being embarrassed on national television, I was like, I don't want fear to stop me from opening a door that, could be huge for me. And so I just kind of spent it. And back in November in Nashville was their last stop for auditions, because I was in training camp when they were auditioning in the bigger cities. And, I auditioned and it went well. And, yeah, dude, 60,000 people auditioned, and I was able to get the ticket. I didn't think I was going to get that ticket or go to the top 24, but I did. So it was awesome. It was a life-changing experience, for sure.
Blake Proehl joining us. Blake, can you equate football to music in the way you prepare and the way you take your reps? You can equate it from, the cuts and the cut downs on American Idol, just like there are in football, growing up and professionally. So has your time in football and all the work and effort you put in, are you reminded of that at all when you are starting this music career?
Yeah, man, I honestly credit football to my work ethic. I think, going to a school and being underneath a coach like Coach Houston and going to the league and having to bet on yourself has really prepared me in the best way. Because music these days is all through social media, and branding yourself, and takes a lot of time of your own and discipline. And the thing about football was, it taught you discipline, time management, and I credit, my grind in the way that I either write or make content or try to learn a new instrument. That all comes from my background with football. So I would say that's how the two are kind of, linear in a way or parallel.
How busy has your phone been since American Idol and during that whole process?
I would say it's pretty busy, man. It was especially when the first audition got aired. It was crazy. I had never had a rush like that in my phone. I honestly maybe have lost some friends. Maybe they think I am ignoring them, but I just simply don't have I had rushes of messages, hundreds and hundreds, and it probably feels like I ignored a lot of people, but it was overwhelming. I couldn't even do it. So it was crazy to say the least.
And the big story, Grandma was on stage in American Idol with you. I mean, she's your number one fan?
Oh, man. Yeah, Nana is the GOAT. She's the reason why I started singing, and she's a big reason why. Maybe she's the reason Katie loves me. So that's good.
Well, Blake, we can't wait to introduce you back to the Pirate Nation and Green. When's the last time you were in Greenville?
Man, it's been way too long. It's been a few years now. So I'm looking forward to it. When I got the call from you guys to come down there in August, it was awesome. My face lit up. I've been wanting to get back there, and to be able to return as a musician and being able to even perform just a few songs and just being back for a game and just in the atmosphere of Greenville, I can't wait, honestly.
Yeah, well, you're going to be here all weekend. Of course, a big part of the Pirate Radio football kickoff party on that Thursday, August the 29th at the State Theater. You are going to perform a few songs, but you're also just going to be hanging out, and you're such a down-to-earth person. I know it's going to be fun for the Pirate Nation to get some pictures and talk to you when you're here. And then Friday, and then, of course, you'll be able to go back into Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium on Saturday and
let's go.
Watch the Pirates play. Hopefully the Pirates can get back on track this year. Go from 2-10 to maybe 10-2 this year. What do you think?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I don't know about you guys, but I feel pretty solid about them turning it around. So especially under Coach Houston. So.
Well, it's all going to kick off with you on that Thursday night, and then if you're the good luck charm, we'll have to keep bringing you back more and more the rest of the season, and then, of course, maybe future Pirate Radio parties. Blake, we're excited to have you. Can't wait to what's on tap this week for you? You got some big plans headed up to Minnesota, is that right?
Yep, I will be in Minnesota. I'm throwing the first pitch at the Twins game and performing an original song for the game, and then I'll be doing a bunch of writing sessions up there, and then so I'm on the road for about 2 weeks. Go to LA after that, just doing music stuff. But I'm excited to be back in Minnesota and give back to some people out there that were great to me. And it'll be fun being at the Twins game and all that.
Blake, where does throwing out the first pitch rank on the nervousness scale? From playing football in front of thousands of people to singing in front of millions on TV, and then you're out there by yourself on a mound. Are you practicing, and how nervous are you for that? Because it's gone wrong for a lot of people.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't thrown a baseball since I was I stopped playing baseball when I was in like 6th grade. So. It's been a minute, and I don't know. I don't have a baseball, so no, I'm not practicing to answer your question. So I'm just gonna send it like I did the audition, and who knows, that thing might go and hit somebody in the head. But I'm just gonna, might as well get up there and give it all I got. So we'll see.
So when you throw the baseball out for the first pitch, that's your one and done. You're not practicing, or you're not warming up, nothing. You're just going out there and just.
No, I don't want to practice or warm up. I want to just freaking let's go.
All right, there's another viral opportunity right there.
And what day will this be? So Pirate Nation can dial into the Twins game.
That's gonna be on Wednesday. This coming up Wednesday. They play the Mariners. So So everybody say a prayer that I don't knock somebody unconscious behind the plate.
Well, I bet you're going to hit the catcher right in the chest. And you're going to be singing before the game too. Is that what you said?
I will. I'll be performing. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm performing one of my songs that I wrote about that kind of area of life. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, good luck with the first pitch. Good luck with the song, and we can't wait to have you back in Greenville. It's going to be a lot of fun in August. We'll check in with you this summer and get another update before the party, just to let the Pirate Nation know what they can do. If folks want to follow you, or maybe if they're listening online or in Minnesota or whatever, they want to check out where Blake Proehl is going to be. What's the best way to find Blake Proehl?
Just my name. I don't have any fancy, cool names for my username on social media. It's just Blake Proehl, so on all platforms. So no numbers or anything crazy, just my name.
Blake, sounds great, man. Well, thanks for your time today. Excited and look forward to seeing you here in August.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, there he is, Blake Proehl, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live Line. And will be joining us coming up August 29th. Looking forward to another Pirate Radio football kickoff party with our special guest, Blake Proehl. And we'll have some other music there as well, Ellerby.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to announce that probably on Thursday. Right. We'll have the announcement of the band that's going to be performing this year. I think people are going to be really excited about that. But super excited. What a great story Blake Proehl took adversity with football. As he said, when he was sitting there in the wheelchair, what was he going to try to do to make the days go faster? Well, he really dug into another talent, maybe that he knew he kind of had, but really challenged himself. And I liked the story of not letting fear take over him, not as an opportunity to be on American Idol. So
make some lemonade out of those lemons.
Yeah, just a really cool success story, and I'm sure great things are going to happen to Blake Proehl. And I think when I first talked to him on the phone about about connecting and coming back to Greenville, he's like, man, that would be fantastic. I haven't been back to Greenville in a while, and can't wait to come to an East Carolina football game. He's like, football's been so much a part of his life, like a lot of these guys, even over the years that have come to the Pirate Radio tailgate zone or whatever. They're like, man, this is great out here. It's like they don't know what's outside the lines sometimes. So I think really looking forward to having Blake all weekend to be hanging out with us, and hopefully a lot of folks will be able to connect with him. But I think it's going to be really exciting. And Blake was one of those players, man, that is just one of those standouts that you could always count on. I mean, when you think of, Blake Proehl, Tyler Snead, Justin Hardy, Dwayne, just guys that were just part of that wide receiver core that just made East Carolina special for so many years. And he was a guy that you knew when he was out there, if the ball was going to him, something good was going to happen.
Looking forward to catching up with Blake and having him back here in Greenville.